All right, we are talking heart health right now with our daytime cardiologist, Dr. Shoba, and today we are talking about how sleep, good sleep, affects your heart, the correlation between the two. Always good to have you back.
Good to be here.
You've been here with the show for many, many years.
Many years, yes.
Good heart health tips and really valuable information. So thank you for taking the time to be our daytime cardiologist. I think you've saved a lot of lives out there with the information that you've passed on, you know?
Only the Lord saves lives, but...
Well, you are definitely giving us the knowledge so that we can make sure that we're paying attention to our hearts and our bodies. And one of the things you said was so important is how sleep can affect everything in your body, which leads to your heart too.
Correct. I think we spend about 1/3 of our lives sleeping. Think about it. Our body needs at least 7 hours of sleep to get full rest. You know, that's about 1/3 of our lives that we end up sleeping. And if it's not restful sleep, then our body does not regenerate. And we can have both mental and physical problems, relationship problems, if we are sleepy-headed, not getting enough sleep. For example, driving while you're falling asleep can be as bad as drunk driving.
Yeah.
It impacts our work. We are not creative. Our creative juices are not flowing. Our relationships with our friends, family, co-workers may suffer. If our brains don't get enough sleep, our body doesn't get enough. You know, our brain is actually pretty active when we are asleep. It regenerates. All the waste products in our brain probably dissipate when we are asleep. It has been actually linked to a lot of inflammation. If we have lack of sleep, it's associated with inflammation, diabetes, strokes, heart arrhythmias, like even atrial fibrillation, a lot of different heart problems, heart attacks. But if we don't get enough sleep, our heart rates are high, blood pressure goes up. You know, if your blood pressure is up, one of the causes could be you're not sleeping enough. You may have a condition called obstructive sleep apnea that is associated with a whole host of conditions. And so there are simple treatments now available for that as well. And then, of course, there is depression. But the biggest thing is, you know, in the olden times, they said if you are, sleep it off. There was a reason for that, because our brain recharges. If we fall sick, you know what, rest and sleep, it'll make you better. Our inflammation goes down. And if we don't get enough sleep, we wake up in the middle of the night, what do you think you're going to reach for? Ice cream and chips or carrots?
I'm going for the ice cream and the chips and
So
all that.
our brain, it secretes certain hungry hormones that goes for the carbs. So we have more obesity, we have more diabetes. And so everything goes towards our heart health, our general body health. But excess sleep is also bad. 7 to 9 hours of sleep for an average adult. Your younger kids need, of course, more sleep. But you have too much more sleep beyond 9 hours, that is also detrimental.
Really?
Yes.
So what about catching up? You hear a lot of people talking about during the week, I maybe get 6 hours, 5 to 6, but on the weekends, we try to recharge and really catch up for the sleep that we're missing out on during the work week.
You know, studies have shown that you never really truly catch up. It is very important to get the circadian rhythm, our body's inner clock appropriate for long-term health. So catching up might help some, but I don't think it's as regenerating as actually having good sleep-wake cycle. You know, the bright sunshine, the excess work, our parents used to say, do a lot of physical work, have bright sunshine, you will sleep like a log, like a baby at night. And there's truth to that. That is so regenerating for our bodies.
All right, great information as always. Thank you so much. I gave that to Kelly and Casey as they walked in, by the way. Catching up on our sleep. I know they do that a lot on the weekends. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.